Hey, everybody. I'm here with a quick video on Jonathan Majors. You know, Jonathan Majors, he was convicted on some counts of doing his ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabari, wrong. And then now, as he's waiting to be sentenced to find out, his fate, whether he's going to do a year, a day, an hour up in the jail, he decided to go over there to CVS and do an interview. Many people are saying this was the wrong move, wrong road. I guess in Jonathan's case, it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. He didn't get on the stand for himself to speak on his own behalf when his trial was going on, and they said wrong move. These things can go either way. And they always say, well, you went, before a jury of your peers. I'm here to tell you this. If you look like me, and I don't mean physically, I mean you of the black and brown community, very rarely, ever will you have a jury of your peers. Listen, that is just my thoughts on the situation. But let me play a piece of this Jonathan Majors interview for y'all. Let's hear him talk a little bit.
To that verdict?
Shock. I was absolutely shocked, and afraid. And I'm standing there, and the verdict comes down. I say, how is that possible? Based off the evidence, based off the prosecution's evidence, let alone our evidence. How is that possible?
She says inside the car, you hit her in the face, twist her arm behind her back, fracture her middle finger.
Yeah, that did not happen.
How did those injuries come about?
I wish to God I knew. That would give clarity. That would give me some type of peace about it.
But you're confident you didn't cause
I have no
them.
question.
People were saying, well, why was he telling this woman to be like Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama?
It was me trying to give an analogy of what it is I'm aspiring to be. You know, these great men, Martin, President Obama, and trying to give a reference point to that. One of the things I also say is like, I need her, in that case, Grace, to make the same sacrifices that I am making.
Do you feel you're not responsible for her injuries at all?
I shouldn't have been in the car. I shouldn't have stepped out of the relationship. I shouldn't have been in the relationship. If I'm not in the car, none of this is happening. If I leave the relationship, none of this is happening. If I'm man enough or brave enough to say, I want to see somebody else, or I'm done now, I'm not in that car. We're not here. I'm responsible for those things.
But none of her injuries.
Can't say that. None of her injuries.
Ooh, child. I will say this. There are a ton of men. And let's say the ladies too. So I'll just move it this way so people won't get emotional. There's a ton of people who, if they just go to their current mate and say, look, I'm done. It's over. You don't have to give a long explanation. You don't have to give all these reasons why. If you yourself wake up and say, I don't want to be with this person no more, you got that right. And then all the trickle effect doesn't happen. But when you go out there, you sneak around and you cheat and you keep lying in the face of the person that you refuse to tell that it's over, nothing good happens after that. Unfortunately, there are plenty of people that have become unalived as a result of one person finding out that the other person is cheating on them. There's a recent story. It's extremely sad. This guy, it was a couple, and I think I did the story. If I didn't do it on my regular channel, I know I did it on my members only. But anyway, I'm gonna pull up the story. We're gonna have to discuss this more on the trending topics. But the guy was dating girl A. They had a break, whatever a break is. He starts dating girl B. He gets back with girl A. He never stopped messing with girl B. Girl A followed girl B back to the house at the man and the girl go on a date, and she unalived girl B. Girl A unalived girl B. Like, you going to go to jail and you going to take somebody's life over a man. But this is the shenanigans that happen when there's a party in the situation that is lying. I call it unauthorized threesome. And why do I call it that? Because you got me involved in a relationship that I don't even know about. You with me, you lying in my face, you're not telling me you want somebody else, and now all three of us indirectly are intertwined. So he wants to go back in time, but there's no time machine. He wants to go back in time. He said, if I was brave enough to say this, I shouldn't have been in a car. I shouldn't have this. Well, Jonathan, it's too late for that. And the question is, it's a simple yes or no. Did you cause those injuries? If it's no, you need to straight up say it if you're doing an interview. But listen, guys, we're going to get more into this story right after this. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and share this screen with y'all. So Jonathan Majors, he said, I was shocked by the guilty verdict because I didn't do it. Well, see, the thing is, Jonathan Majors, I'm trying to fix my lighting too, y'all. The thing that Jonathan Majors needs to know is there are plenty of people that didn't do it, but if you don't have the right, I gotta silence my phone here, you don't have the right attorneys, you could be innocent and still be proven guilty. They will lock you up. There's a ton of innocent people, for real, not the ones that say they're innocent and not. There's a ton of truly innocent people in the jail because they just didn't have the proper money to represent themselves. So Jonathan Majors is maintaining his innocence, even after being found guilty by a jury of his peers, saying he was shocked by the verdict in his first televised interview. The actor spoke to GMA in an exclusive sit-down that aired Monday, and Lindsay Davis was asking him some pretty hard questions, including whether he did what he did, what he had been accused of by the Manhattan DA's office, namely assaulting his ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabari. Okay, now I'm not going to show this. I've seen this scene so many times where like he's literally running away. You see footage of a man running away. She got charged, but they decided not to do anything with her charges, not to prosecute him, but they decided to prosecute him, not to prosecute her, but they decided to prosecute him. This is a mess. You even got a scene where he's walking by on the sidewalk. She is there. She asks him something. He keeps walking, and then she goes after him. How does he end up being charged guilty as the aggressor? I don't know. But anyway, Majors insists he did not. And since he did not do anything, which is why he said he is stunned by the result, a conviction on 2 of the 4 counts, including harassment and assault. And listen, here's the thing: harassment. If I'm harassing you and I see you on the street and I walk by and then you come after me, I mean, who's harassing who? But anyway, Davis asked him how long Jabari might have, how Jabari, his ex-girlfriend, sustained her injuries if it wasn't him. And he shrugs his shoulders, saying he has no idea, but he'd love to figure it out to find some peace. Dude, no. If I'm going to go in this interview and they ask me a question, I'll be like, no, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. JM was also grilled about this wild audio in which he's lecturing Jabari about how she needed to be more like Michelle Obama and Coretta Scott King if she wanted to be with him. Listen, I know and many people found that like so insanely crazy and offensive. But I promise you this, there are plenty of men that tell their woman every day that they need to step up their game and be like so-and-so. Is it messy? Absolutely. But does it happen? Absolutely. You need to be more like my last girlfriend. You need to be more like my mother. You need to learn how to be a good wife. Are we trying to act like these things don't happen? So, how do you know how somebody's mother was so that you can measure up to that? But he gave her clear-cut examples. Be like Michelle Obama. Be like who else did he say? Okay, wait, let me go back to it. Okay, be like Michelle Obama. Be like these people. Coretta Scott King. Listen, John says he was simply pointing out great people he aspired to be like, defending his rant. There are other highlights, but these are the big ones. And Major ends by expressing regret over how he handled things with his ex. He said he should have been a man enough to leave her before that night. So in other words, he's saying, yeah, he got that text on that phone. Yeah, he did. He got that text on that phone from the boo he was currently messing with. Now, whether it was Megan Good or not, we'll never know. But that's who he got the text from. He got the text from that boo that he was currently messing with. And he said, no, give me a minute, boo. I'm going to holler at you. I'm going to be over there. But see, that's the other thing. If you meet a man and he got a live-in girlfriend, baby mother, friend with benefits, whatever he got, I ain't messing with you until you in and handle that situation. And also that tells you the type of man you're dealing with, but that's a whole nother story for another day, but we're going to carry on. Okay. At the very least, tell him to handle his business and then come holler at you. There are other highlights, but these are just the big ones. And Major ends by expressing regret over how he handled things with his ex. He said he should have been man enough to leave her before that night. And also says he shouldn't have been in a car with her. No mention of his future prospects from what we heard. From what we heard. So suppose that's all to be determined. Listen, he already got dropped from major movie production companies. Got dropped. Do I think his career should be ended over this? I do not. Do I think there's more to this story? I do. Do I think he got the short end of the stick in this particular situation? I do. But see, when you mess with the law, they said mess around and find out. Well, that's what he did. He messed around and he found out, and now he's facing up to a year in prison. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, thanks for watching and welcome back. Everybody else, hit the like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.